Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out a couple cards from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So trying to say all that was just a tad choppy just because I had like little burps. So there could be something here, you know, kind of small that you're being called to release. Could be a bad habit, could be an emotion, a thought, a person. Just take it however it resonates. I also saw 122, so remember that change starts with you. Whatever you are feeling encouraged by the universe and your spirit guides to release, remember that you following through with that release will encourage others to let go as well, like of something similar. The best way I can describe it, whatever you let go of, it encourages others to let go too. So for your first card, I have the High Priestess with the number 2. We're also 2 minutes into the video, and I literally saw the clock say 222. So your intuition, your inner voice is the main theme or idea of this reading. This definitely feels like someone is feeling really, really called, like your intuition is trying to show you what you need to let go of. Trust your gut, trust yourself. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, because you're allowed to protect yourself and work for what you deserve. The number 2 feels like it could be extremely, extremely significant for someone. In general, this is the energy of balance. I felt something here about justice and karma and bringing things back into balance. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm feeling that for a reason. Generally, it does feel like you're being guided towards balance, and it's very clear here that there's something here that you need to let go of. I saw 3, 3, 3, whatever it is. Letting go is going to help you grow. It's going to help you expand and manifest good opportunities. 3, 4, 5. It's going to manifest better opportunities for you for a reason. I am feeling that energy of karma coming through. You do have some level of control over your future or the outcomes in your life. It's a balance between, I don't know, I guess just recognizing what's within your control and what isn't. Maybe something you're being called to release here is going to help make your intuition stronger, louder. Your psychic senses or abilities or whatever are going to become more obvious. And we have the Chariot, and then I just saw 4, 4, 4. It's funny because when I showed you the High Priestess, we saw 2, 2, 2, and then we have 4, 4, 4 with the Chariot. Oh my goodness. So I feel like the camera, me hitting that by accident, there's a sign here of instability. And it makes a lot of sense with seeing 444, because that's about your foundation. Your foundation needs to be built on having trust and faith in yourself, rather than, I guess what I'm trying to say is protecting yourself rather than expecting others to protect you, especially if relying on others for protection keeps you silent in some way. Make sure that the relationships in your life allow you to express yourself honestly. I saw 555. Maybe there are some changes that need to happen or already happening within your relationships. I think it's really interesting to see the High Priestess and the Chariot together, because the Chariot for me is about you having control over your life rather than your mind and your fears. And the High Priestess is a result of that. Having control, having a better relationship with your fears is really going to make your intuition more clear. I feel like you have to be open to the darker side of life for your intuition to become louder for some reason. The number 7 could be significant as well. It's on this Chariot card. I do feel called to show you the Star card. That instability in your foundation definitely could be like a tower moment. If you move forward, believing in yourself, trusting yourself, allowing yourself to grow, you're going to get to the light at the end of the tunnel. Remember that you are stronger than your fears. I think humans are just, I don't know, people are strong because no matter the kind of trauma we go through, mental, emotional, physical, we can still choose to move forward and enjoy life. So I guess that's coming through for some reason. There's also a message here with the number 7 at 7 minutes of the video, that the more that you invest in yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, the more that you are able to receive from the universe, ranging from communication to I forgot where I was going because the word vacation came through. Maybe a vacation is an end goal for somebody, and that's possible for you, but whether you get to that point or not is totally up to you. Really getting a strong message of 50-50, and it really depends on how you choose to move forward. There could definitely be something here about having more control over your decisions by gaining more control over your fears, making sure that your fears aren't making your decisions for you. But the last thing that I'm going to do to wrap up this reading is get a card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle. We're going to see what your ancestors have to say about this energy. Let me get something to drink real quick. Your throat chakra could be very, very significant. This could be a clear sign that you're being encouraged to learn how to use your voice and to trust that expressing yourself more honestly and authentically is really, really going to pay off. I'm feeling something here about attraction. Before even looking at this Ancestor Spirit Oracle card, I already feel that your ancestors are very, very much here with you while you're trying to heal and trust yourself and overcome your fears. Your ancestors are definitely supporting you in that, because you know they fought for a better future, so they're gonna support you if you do it too. But the card that I have for you is Enjoy New Beginnings. I just saw 10:10 on the clock, which is a message about the universe and your spirit guides really wanting to connect with you. So don't be afraid to communicate with them, to be curious about signs and synchronicities and stuff like that. There's definitely something here about cycles. With this Enjoy New Beginnings, I feel like you're being called to find the silver lining in endings. I feel called to say when one door closes, another door opens. Even though you're closing out some sort of opportunity, there is a new opportunity to begin. I'm saying 111. Definitely trust yourself in some sort of change. I think it's interesting that beginnings and endings are coming through, because we did see the number 555, I believe. So I feel like with this card, this is about being open to the cycles of life, finding the good in endings and in beginnings. For me personally, and I know I'm not alone, so I'm just mentioning it, but for me personally, it was hard to do both. It was hard to let go because it was hard to move forward. Change is a very scary and weird thing to deal with, but you're adaptable. Humans are adaptable, so the more that you expose yourself to it, the more comfortable you're gonna get with it. I really feel here that when it comes to your ability to adapt, definitely trust yourself. Maybe you can handle unexpected events more than you think you can. I saw 1222, just be yourself and trust that it's going to pay off. I feel here someone here could be faced with judgment or criticism, and know that you can handle that. I am hearing an airplane outside of the window, and I also heard the word finestra, which means window in Italian. So your ancestors could be pointing out some specific window in your house, whether it's literal or metaphorical, like a window of time. But the airplane, I feel like that's a sign about courage, and how the more that you expose yourself to needing to be more courageous, the easier it's going to get. It's so true that we don't lose our need for adventure, our sense of adventure. We have to face the unknown or we get depressed. I also saw 333. So the energy of growing and expanding, healing from sort of heartbreak, expressing yourself, all of those things feel significant. I just saw 345, so they were significant for a reason. With celebrating and socializing, I've already gotten this card while doing this spread, and for celebrate and socialize so far, it's been the message that you will get your time to shine. It definitely feels like this is someone who is working through their fears, or maybe you've already made it. You already have really in touch with your intuition and control of your life, and now there's a new beginning here that you're being called to enjoy and embrace. I saw 420. Oh my gosh, and I just realized this card does say change. Change is a very strong energy. Definitely feel that you're being called to get more comfortable with change, and that's really going to bring you a lot of deep healing, a lot of peace. So allow yourself to do that, to find closure and to step into your courage. But that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it really does make a difference. And the last thing that I'm going to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.